Hi yogis! In this video I'm going to show you how to enter a chin stand. It's important to prep your wrists and do a little bit of not just trying to go for the stretch, passive stretch, but also strengthening of the wrist, since you are trying not to be too much on your chin or on your mouth, but mostly on your palms. You want to have strong arms to push you away. Another thing is to open your hips for this position. So pose is like low lunge, where you're actively using your glutes to open the front of the hip, are great, but also just a classical tabletop where you're bringing your leg up, eventually coming already very close to that chin stand when you go to chin chest, knees chest chin pose, and you bring that foot super high, because this is exactly the position, just your chest is not on the ground. Another thing is not just to have strong hands and arms, but also to be able to squeeze them inwards to hold your upper body. The better you are at that, to holding your ribs on your upper arms, the better you will have the stability to stay there. And then you just need to basically bring your legs up. So really imagine already as you sit down that you want to squeeze your elbows in towards your body, and you want to squeeze them a little bit in the front and a little bit from the side, as if you had a block in between the forearms and you want to squeeze it in, and there is a little bit of roundness actually happening in your upper back. So even though we are going for an extension in the spine, a back bend, we have to round first. You also need a lot of neck flexibility. However, as you can see, it's not a very comfortable pose to extend your neck. You can also just have the mouth on the mat if your neck is not happy about this kind of position. So how you enter it is from your tabletop position, as was that exercise. You bring one leg up behind you, you tuck your toes into the mat on the other leg, and then you try to squeeze those elbows in as you bend them and as you lean forward. You have to bring enough weight forward in order to compensate for those heavy legs that you need to lift. So think just forward, forward, forward. Think rounding, bringing the chest bone in and up. And again, forward, forward, forward. You have to lie your ribs maybe onto your upper arms, and that will make it easier. So your elbows are underneath. Your mouth can come to the ground, and then you can actually speak. One leg comes up, and then you bring the other knee up, and then it's almost there. The only step left is to bring the other leg up. And if this is too hard, you can bring your feet through the sides, because having the leg straight, you could see actually that I bend it. Having the leg straight and bring it up, that requires a lot of strength, because it's much more weight that you have to push up. So bending the knee or going through the side is an option. You can also turn your fingers a little bit out to keep those elbows underneath your ribs. Mouth on the mat or chin on the mat, one leg up, and then maybe you go through the side like a little frog, and then afterwards you bring your legs up. And then once you're there, you can start working on really lengthening, really trying to point your toes, and eventually even maybe bringing the elbows out and bringing a back bend into your upper back, not just the low back and your hips. So it will look like this. And then don't forget to very slowly come out of the pose every time you try. I think my low back was anyway still bent too much than my upper back, but it's about the intention not about how it looks. Thank you for watching this video, practicing with me. See you in the next one.